Hey everybody, this is Chris Butts with Georgia Fruit and Vegetable Growers Association. We're up in Atlanta today at the state capitol visiting with our good friend Will Bentley and the Georgia Agribusiness Council. We really wanted to take this opportunity. It's been a busy session. Lots of bills of interest to ag have gone through. We really wanted to come and say thank you to Will and his team for all they've done, but also really just to focus in on the fact of how fortunate we are to have such a strong representation for ag in both the House and Senate. Both committee chairmen, former GFVGA chairman. So really nice to have this. Really wanted to tell those guys thank you too, because I know there's been a big lift this year on those bills. So just want to hit some of the highlights on some of the big bills we've been working on this session.
Yeah, and I'll reiterate that. I think we're extremely blessed, especially on the fruit and vegetable side, for the amount of leadership you have here in the state capitol, but across all of agriculture. You know, our numbers are low as a percentage of the state, but in the legislature, we actually have a lot of good producers that get to represent us. So that's great. But this year has been very busy for agriculture, probably the busiest that I remember in a long time. A lot of good positive things going on and a lot of bills that we've been working on. Also, the governor stepping forward with disaster relief in HB 223 had a lot of good stuff in there for agriculture and timber as well. The state's response to the Hurricane Helene, and then hopefully to bridge the gap as producers wait on federal disaster money that, as you were aware of and talked with Secretary Rollins 2 weeks ago now, they're trying to get that money to Georgia as quickly as possible. Also had several other bills dealing with CUVA that'll have an impact on fruit and vegetable growers. One dealing with the acreage increase from 2,000 to 4,000 acres to be eligible for a single producer to have under CUVA. And then one dealing with LLCs as well, specifically for non-family members to join partnerships and still benefit under that valuable program. Truck weights is coming up later this week. We hope that'll pass as well, but we'll remove the sunset for truck weight increase for agriculture and forestry products, which we think has been extremely beneficial, especially in disaster times when you can move more products quickly, get them out of the field or get them to market as quickly as you can. And then kind of the big one that's used up a lot of the oxygen in this building was tort reform. We heard from a lot of members and farmers across the state of how important tort reform was for them to stay in business. You know, a lot of our folks are seeing increasing insurance rates, hard to get insurance in certain sectors, and then several of your members have voiced their concerns about not being able to get insurance, or their premiums have gone up 2 and 3 times over the last couple of years. So that's been a really big deal. And then one we probably worked the most on is SB 144, dealing with pesticide labeling, crop protection products, just how important that is to make sure that there's one standard labeling law that covers the entire country, so we don't have 50 different labeling laws all across the country, and makes it harder for producers to operate under, because they don't know which law is in place in their state. And so really saw the legislature step up there and pass a hard bill, because there's a lot of misinformation out there coming from different groups about what this bill did, but it's specifically addressing labeling and what the law of the land is under FIFRA and the EPA. So lots of other things going on with the legislature, but those are kind of the highlights. The budget, currently the budget includes a couple research positions, extension positions that will impact fruit and vegetable growers. Doing our best to make sure that stays in the budget as that process continues on. We'll probably be late next week before we really find out. But all in all, a really good session, a lot of great leadership up here from within both chambers, and so we're just glad to get the opportunity to represent y'all and Georgia's fruit and vegetable growers. It means a lot to us, and we're just humbled by the opportunity and appreciate the partnership with y'all.
We appreciate it too. We've got about a week and a half left.
A week and a half, and hopefully we can get everybody home and nothing bad happen.
All right. Well, Will, we appreciate it. Whole GAC team, we appreciate you, and GFVGA members. This is what we're here for, day in and day out. These guys are our boots on the ground here in Atlanta. So we'll look forward to wrapping up the end of the session and getting you a thorough report soon. So thank you for all your support of GFVGA.